Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. College basketball, DFS pre-lock live for Tuesday, November 9th. Sorry, I'm still in MLB mode for pre-lock live, but Pete Cole here. I got a co-host, my man Wes, from YourFieldlessChoice.com. What's up, Wes?
What's going on, my man Pete? You ready for some hoops tonight?
Yeah, finally. CBB is here. It's favorite time of the year. Sorry for the delay. My dog got pissed because I wouldn't let him in the room with me. He decided to eat up my Ethernet cable, and I put a new one on. So, but we're finally here. We're gonna do a kind of a quick live before lock. What's up, Walter? I see you're in the chat. College basketball. We also have college football though tonight at 7 p.m. So if you have any late news, any kind of breaking news on that, I'll try to throw that out there also. I don't see any injury news right now. If anybody sees anything, throw out there for us. But YourFieldlessChoice.com, right now we have a free week for everything. All articles, all our tools, all our cheat sheets, and so on is free. Kind of in celebration of college basketball opening night. We got a lot going on tonight. MAC action for college football, 8-game CBB slate. What else we got going on? No NFL tonight. There's a showdown tomorrow. What's that? You got your golf, right? Coming up.
We got the golf top plays for golf's already out for the Houston Open. We got CSGO. We got NFL coming Thursday. We got NBA, NHL. There's a PrizePicks video out. I mean, we've got everything you could ever want.
And that's what your Phil's Choice is. We're pretty much a niche sport website. I mean, we still carry the main sports like NFL, MLB is our flagships, but we cover, if DK covers it, we cover it. The smaller, the better. European hoops, Thursday, 5-game slate. We have that. We have more MAC action tomorrow for college football, another 3-game slate. Thursday showdown, my Miami Hurricanes going against Carolina. Friday is like 2 or 3 games college football slate. I know I'm going to be at the USF game going against Cincinnati. So there's so much going on, but we're here for college basketball. It's not going to be too long. We're just going to pretty much go through some ownership, some of our top plays, and hopefully get out of here in time to make some lineups at 7 p.m. But it's so cool. Finally, college hoops is back. This is the best time of year, college football, college basketball, then sprinkle in a little bit of NHL. We've been crushing NHL at YFC. I was just looking, I've actually cashed 13 of the last 15 days for NHL. So doing good there. Devin does our cheat sheets and our write-ups for that. But it's best time of year for DFS. And you do your golf. I know golf's doing pretty well. So
yeah, everything's been pretty much on point. So the past few weeks, I mean, everybody's cashing pretty high rate on NBA. Like you said, 13 out of 15 days in NHL. There's some big scores from NFL this past weekend. Yeah.
College football. We crushed college football. So hopefully we do again tonight. So let's get to college basketball. So we are here, first game tonight. First slate, finally. And slate starts at 7. It is the Champions Classic. We got Kansas, Michigan State, followed by Kentucky, Duke. There are 2 big games. Then we got a bunch of other games. Of course, FanDuel and DK can't be the same. But we got 4 or 5 games starting at 7, a 7:30 game, some 8 games. The last game is 9:30. That's the marquee game, Kentucky versus Duke. So let's get into it. We're just gonna go to 2 positions, guard and forward. Go over some ownership, see what our top plays are, maybe some top GVP plays. Do a little bit of PrizePicks, maybe a court, and get out of here. So let's start at guard right now and looking at I know you have some ownership in front of you. What do you have right now for ownership for guard on tonight's CBB slate?
Right now, I'm seeing projected ownership for Javon Quinterly at 36, then JD Davidson at 32. And then we got 6 or 7 guys in the 20s. Ty Washington at 29, Keon Ellis at 27, RJ Davis at 23, Jaden Shackelford at 22, and Trevor Keels at 20.
All right, so if you're playing cash tonight, and to me personally, Javon Quinterly at a 6.5 is a core play. Core play is a cash play. We're seeing him 35 plus ownership, and he's got every reason to be. He didn't play the exhibition game. He was suspended, but we all know what Quinterly can do. He's going to shoot. He's a ball hog. This is pretty much Quinterly's year. And Quinterly right now is pretty much in all my cash games. So he missed the Louisiana exhibition game. I think Juwan Gary actually missed that game also. And they watched from the bench. But coming back tonight, it's all about, to me, it's all about Quinterly. Quinterly is probably the top play at guard on the slate, especially when you're talking point per dollar. He's going to take a much bigger role for Bama as a scorer, especially a ball handler, especially with Herbert Jones is gone now. John Petty's gone. Walter, if you're still watching, your boy Josh Primo is gone. Quinterly was like the super sub last year, but now he's going to be the man. He's going to get starter minutes. He was actually first team all SEC. So Quinterly's pretty much, if you're going to play cash, Quinterly's your top play at cash. And then from there, though, a few ways you can go. Now, once again, I'm only talking cash now. I'm not talking GVP because I do like Michael DeVoe with Georgia Tech. But there's one other player that I know is going to be popular. What do you have for ownership for Ty Washington for Kentucky?
Ty Washington is just below, he's at 29% right now.
All right, so Washington for Kentucky. He's expected right now to be the alpha of that Kentucky offense. He can knock down jumpers. Right now, I think he's definitely priced too low. Washington's price is only 5.7 on DK. So he's probably your second lock. He started both of their exhibition games. He actually tied the team in scoring in both games. You're going to see him having heavy uses early. We know Wheeler and Mintz are going to have the point guard minutes locked down, but Washington, 5-star freshman, he's going to see most the shooting guard minutes. So if you're playing cash, I think you got to lock in both right now. Ty Washington and Javon Quinterly as your two top cash plays tonight. The way I'm looking at. And I do know J.D. Davison is sitting there for Bama at 6.0. The freshman, I think he was like ranked top 15 recruit in the nation. I'd rather play Ty Washington at 5.7, but no problem if you're telling me that you're going to play that you're going to play the Bama kid, you're going to play J.D. Davison instead. But if I'm making two lineups, Davis is my second lineup, but my first lineup's definitely going to be Quinterly and Ty Washington. 5.7, 6.5, two guys you can definitely build your lineup around. I think it pretty much can be your core plays. At guard, and the Bill said guard we can look at. My article's up. We actually have 3 articles all week. If you want to check my article out, I love Keon Ellis, another Bama guy. Ellis is 4.8. Can definitely be in your main lineup. Can probably be one of your top value plays. I mean, you can't beat the price. He may not be starting, but I mean, hey, I actually saw a little bit of articles early from Nate Oates, and Nate Oates said that Keon is the best two-way player in the SEC. He's playing like 30. He's playing 30 plus minutes in the exhibition games. But once again, with Primo gone, Jones gone, Petty gone, we know Ellis is going to be leaned on heavy. Even if he doesn't start, I'm probably going to have Keon Ellis in my main lineup as my top value play. I mean, there's a few other guys I don't mind running to, but I'm probably going to run Ellis, especially when we got this high over under in this Bama game. So they're probably my top 3 guards point per dollar. There's a few other guys I don't mind. I'm just trying to get these numbers up. Give me 1 second. My computer just went. Other guys you want to look for tonight, GBP or cash. Michael DeVoe is probably your top play, but he's also 9,300. So you can only play, to me, you can only play DeVoe in cash. I mean, GBP. You can definitely run the slate for you, though. Remy Martin, 8K. He didn't start the one exhibition game. We all know we've been through Remy Martin from Arizona State, though. To me, he's a head case, but definitely in play for GBPs, 8K. Jordan Usher for Georgia Tech. I don't mind Usher at 78K. Why is my article not popping up here?
You got Ochia Agbaji for Kansas at 6'8". You got him listed. Max Christie for Michigan State. RJ Davis for North Carolina at 5'2".
Your name's a good names. I guess let me get back to Usher. Usher's as a guard forward eligible. Probably more GPP play, even though I do like him. Ochai Agbaji at 6'8". Definitely he's probably in my main lineup. Jalen Wilson for Kansas is out the first 3 games for suspension, and we know that Bill Self's going to lean on Agbaji. Two-way player. He actually led Kansas in scoring last year, but he's also a solid rebounder. To me, he's better point per dollar than Remy Martin. So if you can get Agbaji in your lineup, go for it. 6'8". We'd actually talked about doing Jordan Shackelford at 7K. Great play. Even though we like Quinterly better. You mentioned JD Davis at 6K. Can definitely be in your cash lineup if you want. But once again, you can't play everybody. Christian Braun has been at Kansas forever at 5'9". Don't mind him. Then it brings down a bunch of value plays. So I think you want Quinterly. You want Ty Washington in your main lineup. Then where else are you going to fill with? I think one of the main guys is the Michigan State freshman. To me, he's a stud. Max Christie. I love Christie. I think even the Michigan State coach is saying all these great things about him. He did have 17 points in the first preseason game. He's already a part of the starting 5 for Michigan State, which is a big thing with the Izzo lineup for a freshman. So no problem using Christie. There's a lot of ways you can go. That's probably tonight's slate. There's a bunch of ways you can go. Day Grant, as long as we know he's playing from Miami, Ohio, at 4,800. I don't see any updates on Grant yet. If anybody that's watching this chat could know, Walter, you're sitting here. I don't know if you know if Day Grant is anything update on him, but Grant, man, is preseason all conference. He's going to carry a lot of the offense for Miami, Ohio. 3-point shooter, shot over 40% last year, 25% usage rate. Once again, he's coming in questionable, so I guess you got to watch it if we want to play him in cash. But right now, I don't see any reports say he's not going to play. And at 4.8, I have no problem running Day Grant out there at 4,800. But once again, I'll probably run Keon Ellis at 4,800. I know Ellis is going to play. I know what we're going to get from Ellis. Even if he doesn't start, we know we're going to get from Keon Ellis. Couple other plays that I'm leaning toward. I love Amari Archibald. I wrote him up today in my article on Archibald from Louisiana Tech. He's safe. He anchors that Bulldog backcourt. Didn't have the greatest season last year, but he still had 25 DK points every game. So he's in play. And then probably our cheapest play we could talk about is Kyle Sturdivant at Georgia Tech at only $3,400. Now, Sturdivant, I mean, I think Sturdivant's whole job is replacing Jose Alvarado, especially Bubba Parham's out. He's going to get minutes with Mike Devo. You can't. So once again, you can't beat that price in this rule at $3,400. So it comes down to me: do you use Sturdivant at $3,400, or do you use Keon Ellis at $4,800, or Grant $4,800? So a lot of ways you can go tonight. That card.
Jalen's got a couple questions. Thoughts on Broom and McCormick and Break together?
What thoughts on McCormick and Agbaji together? Well, Broom is not on. Hold on a second. I mean, to me, McCormick's GPP play. I like Agbaji. I think Agbaji is definitely, to me, cash play. I have no problem using Agbaji in a cash play. Johnny Broom is a FanDuel only play.
Yeah.
And he's only $7,300. And I'm a big Broom guy. Last year, 15 points a game. Actually averaged 38 fantasy points a game. I didn't realize that Johnny Broom had that high of a fantasy point average last year but definitely if you're playing FanDuel, no problem playing Johnny Broom out there at 7,300. I'm trying to call my odds for FanDuel. I'm sorry, I don't have them up here. So but that's pretty much going to give us our guards tonight. I'm pretty much talking DK. If you're looking at ownership, you're looking at cash. You want to lock in Javon Quinterly. You want to lock in Ty Washington as your two top guard plays. JD Davison, possibly 6K. Keon Ellis, I like better at 4,800. One guy we didn't mention is RJ Davis for North Carolina. I actually like RJ Davis a lot this year. I think Davis is actually going to pretty much come into his own. He's the guard, and he's one of these guys that's not going to get a lot of fanfare, but it's probably the best play in that North Carolina team at $5,200. Even though I do like Love, but Love's too expensive. So if you're not going to play Caleb Love, go down to Davis at $5,200. He may not be the greatest offensive player, but he's going to get the minutes. He's got a nice assist rate. He's running the team, and pretty much anything with JD Davis is pretty much can go up. He's not going to go down. He's not going to he's going to improve. Deprove is the wrong word, but if anything, RJ Davis is going to improve this year and pretty much running that Carolina offense. But if you're running FanDuel, Johnny Broom, I think at 7.3 is an awesome price. Probably lock him in. If my FanDuel prices will lock in here. Now, Johnny Broom was playing Auburn. I mean, there's 16-point dogs, which isn't bad in Auburn. We got over under 146. So yeah, Johnny Broom's gonna play. FanDuel only. They're only on FanDuel.
All right.
Any other questions here?
We got thoughts on Charles Bediako for Alabama and Justin Minaya.
Man, my screen, for some reason, my screen is going, I'm sorry, my screen is going crazy today right now. Just give me a second to call my FanDuel stuff. So obviously we have FanDuel players today, but hold on, we gotta get the forward though before it gets too late. Forward, we have right now our top, looking at the top ownership before right now is all about Kenny Lofton with Louisiana Tech. Love Kenny Lofton. Probably my top play to slate. He's a core play. He's a huge dude. Last year, he led the team in rebounding, led the team in scoring as a freshman. Great up-tempo game environment tonight. And also last year against SET, I saw a stat against SET teams last year. He averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds against SET teams. So we know Kenny Lofton can do what he wants to do in cash against SEC. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Against SEC teams for Louisiana Tech. So Lofton is a lock for your cash.
Yeah.
Other four plays you want to look at. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's coming in at 52% ownership too. So he's by far the most popular player on the slate.
And it probably will end up probably more like 60%. Other ownership looking at is the Duke French and Paolo Banchero, but he's 8-8. To me, he's probably more of a he's a cash play, but probably more of a GBP play. I'm not sure if we can get him to cash lineup. He's going to, if anything, I'd rather take Mark Williams, who was only 7-1, instead of Banchero 8-8. But Banchero, of course, is in play. And he's a stud. I mean, he's 250, 6'10". Elite passer. I mean, he can also run in the break. And we know Kentucky's going to struggle guarding him because of his size and his athletic ability. I just think it's just probably a little bit too much for Banchero. So I'm probably pushing him toward GBP play, but I do like Armando Barcat for Carolina. I think this year you can see a little bit of a difference in Barcat from Carolina than we did see last year. As long as he can keep his fouls down. I mean, he's not cheap. He's 8,500, but he's an elite rebounder. He's efficient scorer. He's got high usage. We're going to see a shot. The shots are going to increase as the season goes on. Now that the front court's thinned out, it's pretty much Barcat. So if I can get I'd rather have Barcat pretty much in my lineup in cash than Banchero 8,800. But hey, I'm not going to argue off Banchero if you want to play him. Anybody else we're looking at for cash or high owned? Well, you got anybody over 30? You got, I guess,
Keon
Brooks
and Jaden Shackelford and Eric Williams and Isaiah Crawford, all over 20%.
I mean, I'm a Brooks guy from Kentucky. Probably maybe more of a GPP play. I mean, looks like he's taking that next step. It looks like he's improving his offense. He's going to have his hands full out with Banchero tonight. So he's going to get more minutes than last year. To me, more of a GBP play, but in cash, no problem with it. But my GBP play. I like Mark Williams. I've seen him at 22% ownership. Shackelford for Bama, 7K. He's over 20% ownership. Don't mind him. I do like Eric Williams from Oregon. One of my favorite plays tonight. Don't mind him. But probably he's mostly GBP plays. David McCormick for Kansas, mentioned earlier, GBP play. But he does have a chance of shine tonight against Michigan State on a big stage. So we know McCormick's more of a boomer bust player. Anybody else we're missing for cash plays? Anybody? I wrote up Gabe Brown. Gabe Brown's one of my favorite. I hate to say he's one of my favorite values, but at 4-4, you can't dismiss Gabe Brown. I kind of see more of a trap here, but he's a second leading scorer from last year. Started both the exhibition games, double digits points in both. Is stepping into a bigger role this year. But he's a good shooter though, especially from beyond the arc. But I see trap written all over Gabe Brown, but I think you have to play Gabe Brown at that price. I just think he's way too cheap. Not to play Brown at that price. What's Brown? Brown is 4-4. So
yeah. What about the big kid from Virginia, Kevin Shedrick.
And Cedric, I
He's,
think, I have no
he's
problem playing
4K.
because he's 4K, right?
Yeah, he's
Now
4,000.
Huff's gone, Hauser's gone, Murphy's gone. He does have the size, he's got the skills. Virginia loves him. So no problem playing him. Probably play Gabe Brown over him, but no problem playing Cedric. It says somebody also asked me on another question, I think was about Milos. The problem to me, that's the problem. The first game on college basketball was we don't know what the rotations are yet. There's so many ways you can go. You probably you don't want to get crazy tonight. You probably want to be, if anything, more cashy, if anything. Somebody was asking about Miles. I like for Loyola Maryland. No problem as long as he's starting. If he's starting, consider him a cash play. Definitely. Tony Jones, that's about Eric Williams Jr. Yeah, I love Eric Williams Jr. Nope, I can play Eric Williams Jr. in cash or GPP. Definitely. I'm just looking at the chat here, see anything we're missing. So there's a lot of plays tonight. There's so many ways we can go. If I'm going to make a core, for my article. Let me see if I'm making a core tonight though for cash. It's Quinterly, Kenny Lofton, and Ty Washington. They're my top 3 plays. And then kind of build around them. I like Gabe Brown. Anybody else? I don't mind the Bama guys. Anybody I'm missing?
All right, let's see. Rodney Howard for Georgia Tech at 4,500. Let's see.
Howard's it. Protect Howard's. He's 4,500 GVP play. He's obviously going to get a much more playing time this year than last year. What was last year? He averaged 3 points a game. What now? Once again, he's going to get. I don't mind Howard at that price of GBP. He's, if anything, because he's. I think Rodney Howard is starting. But GBP only. If anybody from that game, I'm going to play in a cash is Kyle Sturtevant or Jordan Usher. I do like Jordan Usher tonight.
All right.
Malik Hall at 3.9 on DK. That's a good question. The problem is if we're talking cash, I'm not running out and playing Malik Hall in my cash game. But if I'm playing Malik Hall, he's only 3,900. Nah, but still though, you can't. With Max Christie there, Bingham, Gabe Brown, Tyson Walker, no, you can't. I don't mind the price on Malik Hall. And we've seen Malik Hall. I remember the game last year was against Maryland when he had like freaking 30 DK points. We know what Malik Hall can do. But no, not tonight. If anything, if you're multi-entrant, throw Malik Hall on something. That's pretty much it.
What about Damian Collins at 5-1 on DK?
You guys are coming up with some.
I don't know. The only one, the name that stuck out to me all day long was Remy Martin. That was the.
And Remy Martin to me is only a CBV play, but I'm not even sure if he's even starting tonight. That's Walter Riddell's favorite player, actually, Remy Martin. But Remy Martin can actually take over Slate though too, and I have no problem playing Remy Martin in GGPs, but I sure as hell ain't playing him in cash games. Anybody else I'm missing? I mentioned Amori Archibald. I like great play at 5.3. I think he's safe. for Louisiana Tech. I'm big on Tech tonight. On these Tech guys, I think they're all safe. Crawford, Kenny Lofton, Miles Ilk for Maryland at 3K. Do we know if Alonzo Fari is playing? I haven't seen anything on that yet. Maybe I can call that up on Twitter though. Trying to see if any other news comes up here while we're talking. Alonzo Fari. If Fari is not playing, then we have another value player. I have nothing on that yet. Not confirmed. All right. Thank you, Walter, for that information. And I think that's pretty much it because we're getting close to, if we're looking at a core play tonight for cash, like I said before, I'm looking at Cornerly, I'm looking at Lofton, I'm looking at Ty Washington. I do like Keon Ellis at 4,800. I like Max Christie. I like Amanda Bacot at 8,500. I'm not sure if I'm going to get up to all the way to Paulo Banchero, but definitely Cornerly, Lofton, and Washington. And my problem is it feels like I'm running with everybody else. They're pretty much the popular plays, but they are. There's not much you can do, especially on the first game. There's not much I can do. I'm not going to get crazy here and play other guys that Cornerly, Lofton, and Washington are your top plays, and then pretty much roll it from there. For college football, is there any news that we've missed tonight, though? I don't think so. I'm trying to think because we're still in the college football season. Also, I don't see any updated news for college football either. We have a 3-game MAC action that starts in 20 minutes also. So we got a lot of lineups to make up in the next 20 minutes.
What's your favorite prize pick for tonight?
Oh, I forgot about PrizePicks. Actually, I have a couple of PrizePicks out. Let me look at my article. Let me pull my article up. We have I had Agbaji over 21.4 fantasy. Amanda Bacot over 14.5 regular points. I have Keon Brooks over 19.7 fantasy points. I have Chet Holmgren over 21.9 and Banchero over 25.7. I think Banchero should probably get 30, 29, 30, 25.7 over 25.7 fantasy points.
The only one I see that's a little off is Ty Washington over 12.5 regular points.
There you go. Take that done too. I like the Banchero over 25.7. He should at 30. I like the Agbaji over 21.4, but he does it on both sides of the courts. So I'll take that fantasy score 21.4. And I'll take the Bacot over 14.5. USC Cal football game. That's not tonight though. USC Cal football game is canceled because of COVID. Really? Nothing with the MAC. Nothing with the MAC tonight, right? So tonight, 7 p.m. we have the MAC. Three games football, college basketball, 8 games. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We have 3 more three more MAC games. I don't think DK's got their college hoops slate out yet, but we'll have another show at 6 p.m. to go over the top plays of the slate, the cash games, or cash cores. So to wrap it up, Cornerly, Lofton, Ty Washington, my 3-core plays. Then you want to sprinkle a little bit of Christie, Amando Bacot, Keon Ellis, no problem. A little bit Banchero, Day Grant, I don't mind. Well, Miles Kelly, 3K, don't mind him. And that's it. FanDuel, I did do a core in FanDuel on my article. J.D. Notate for Arkansas, Keon Ellis for Bama, Paulo Banchero for Duke, McCormick for Kansas. I also think it's a corporate FanDuel. So Keon Ellis, FanDuel, McCormick FanDuel, Banchero FanDuel, and J.D. Notate for Arkansas. Your FanDuel core plays. For any of you guys that play FanDuel. Any other questions before we get out of here and make some lineups? You feel this choice. We're doing free lineups, free articles all week till Sunday. All the college football, all the college basketball. I'll be updating the cores before 7 tonight. And we'll be doing shows all week. Tonight's show, I was a little bit off kilter here because I'm still trying to get my computer going here. But I think we got a good core going. We'll be back on tomorrow night for 6 p.m. for college basketball tomorrow slate. I'm assuming it's late, but DK hasn't put it out yet. If not, we'll just do the MAC action for football. We know there's 3 games for that. Thursday, 10 p.m., we're going to do a breakdown of the complete Saturday main college football slate. And Friday, we're going to have, I guess, soccer, I think at noontime. So, all right, if not any more questions, your FieldlessChoice.com. Check us out. We're free all week. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you, John Moffat, our producer. We got 15 minutes to make some money, some lineups. Deuce.
All right. Good luck, everybody.